Hello and welcome to the RealTime Fantasy Sports Show. I'm Jeff Paur, senior editor at RealTime Fantasy Sports. It is time for 5 of my favorite waiver wire pickups for Week 18 of the fantasy football season. I know a lot of you have your seasons already wrapped up and finished, but some of you play them out till Week 18. It can be a bit of a train wreck to navigate everything happening in Week 18 because a lot of teams end up sitting players. They don't want to get any players hurt for the playoffs. But some teams are still playing for a lot, so they are still playing as well. But just keep an eye on all those player notes, practice reports, and see what's going on around the NFL before you set those lineups. But I'm here to help you with the waiver wire for this week. And I'm going to start at the tight end position. I think there's a couple good options out there this week if you're looking for some help there. First one's Jake Tonges of the San Francisco 49ers. George Kittle does have a chance to play this week. If that happens, he was kind of gave him a chance to play last week, but he was ultimately held out. Tonges played really well. 7 catches for 60 yards and a touchdown on 9 targets. He has 5 touchdowns on the season. He's been more than a competent starter when given the chance for the 49ers. If he starts again this week, Tonges definitely is a top 10 option, in my opinion, in this high-powered 49ers offense. So I definitely think he's worth grabbing if you're looking for a tight end, and he gets another start. My next waiver wire pickup for this week's Michael Mayer, another tight end. He's owned on 4.6% of leagues on our site. He excelled as the number 1 tight end for the Raiders last week with Brock Bowers out. Caught 9 passes for 89 yards on 10 targets. As long as Brock Bowers is out, which is going to be the rest of this year, Mayer will have some fantasy value in this offense. They don't have a ton of pass catchers there to help out that quarterback situation, and Mayer might be the best one, most dependable one, in my opinion. So I like him again for this week as he gets another start for Las Vegas. My next waiver wire pickup for this week is Isaac Tesla of the Detroit Lions, owned on 18.9% of leagues on our site. He found the end zone again last week, scored for the 4th straight game. He has touchdowns 4 or 5 games, or he scored for the 2nd straight game, and he has touchdowns 4 or 5 games. He's really emerged as a top red zone target in this passing game. And with the Lions out of playoff contention, they could look at Tesla a little more this week, give him a few more chances in the offense to see what they have with the young rookie receiver. So I like him as a pickup for this week. I think he could be a good spot play for fantasy owners. My next pickup for this week is Malik Davis of the Dallas Cowboys, owned on 8.0% of leagues on our site. Davis got much of the work at running back last week after Javonte Williams was hurt. Davis looked really good, too. Hit the 100-yard mark, ran 20 times for 103 yards. I think you could end up starting again this week with Williams. He's been battling this shoulder injury the last several weeks. Finally knocked him out of the game last week, so I would not be surprised at all if Davis starts for the Cowboys this week. So I like him as a pickup and maybe a flex play for fantasy teams. My last pickup for this week is a guy that's made this list. I think it might be the 3rd or 4th straight week I put him on here, but he's still owned on fewer than 50% of leagues on our site. And it's rookie quarterback Tyler Shuck. 47% owned on our site. He just keeps getting it done, though. Best fantasy game of the season last week, scored nearly 26 fantasy points. He has 20-plus fantasy points, 5 straight games, just getting it done on a weekly basis. The Saints team's playing really good right now. Shuck also has 270-plus passing yards, 3 straight games. I don't know how he's doing it. He doesn't have great pass catchers to work with, but Shuck just keeps putting up those fantasy numbers for his team. And he is probably a top 10 option, in my opinion, right now with the way he's playing. You can't beat his consistency. I have no problem throwing him out there the last week of the season with his numbers the last several weeks. All right, those are 5 of my favorite waiver wire pickups for Week 18 of the fantasy football season. Good luck navigating those waiver wires. Hope you have a lot of success in getting the players you're looking for. This has been Jeff Paur for RealTime Fantasy Sports.